Basketball. We're in the semifinals right now. It's getting really exciting. Getting down to see which 4 teams will make it to our championship games tomorrow on Minnesota 9. Westbrook, Walnut Grove, and St. Agnes tied after 1 quarter. The winner to meet Morris in the Class A championship tomorrow afternoon. This is Jeff DeBates, number 12, up for Scott Eichner. We had a big game yesterday. Haven't called his name much today. Laboudelier misses a long shot, but the loose ball comes back out to the Chargers. Now Eichner gets a look from 3-point range. Misses. And back comes St. Agnes. Marlon McCoy, number 25, pulls up, takes the 3. Short out of there, but he follows his shot well. Shar Davis pulls up. And Eichner's out of there for the Chargers. Deep on the right side for Jeff DeBates. Burns gets a look at the 3-point line. Hit one earlier. That one doesn't fall. Monty Lloyd has the rebound. St. Agnes back to the attack. They had 11 points early. Been in a bit of an offensive slump since then. Leapfrog over the top. Shot from the corner, and it is a 3-point shot for Craig Vaughn. St. Agnes back in top by 3, and McCoy steals from Laboudelier, and he dunks it home.
And Marlon McCoy is really getting in Nate Laboudelier's face here with some full court man-to-man defensive pressure.
Steve Jonas is up there saying, come on now, you got to fight him. McCoy putting on a lot of pressure, and Laboudelier got it ripped off there. And you see the big dunk from Marlon McCoy. So St. Agnes spurts ahead. 6:16 to go in the half, and on the Banville scoreboard, St. Agnes by 5. 23-18, St. Agnes. It was tied when Marlon McCoy dipped in. Nate Laboudelier thought he got fouled, but McCoy took it in, dunked it. He hit a 3-point shot earlier by Craig Vaughn, and so St. Agnes leads by 5, and will be a pass in for Westbrook Walnut Grove. Lester Jackson is the team's leading dunker heading into the tournament. He had a big one yesterday, we know, so that's 32 career dunks.
The leading dunker. Most teams don't have to keep track of that.
No, they don't. They do not. You get 32 practice dunks on most teams among the whole group. Laboudelier kicks it off for Shannon Burns.
Westbrook Walnut Grove kind of running a motion offense, a lot of picks and screens, passing and picking away from the basketball.
Phelps called for traveling as he makes his move in traffic. He's got 2 fouls. McCoy has 2 for St. Agnes. No one else with more than 1 in the ball game.
And this game has kind of been a slower, more deliberate style of game. I personally thought both teams would look to run a little bit more.
Ah, nice move inside by Craig Vaughn. It's a 7-point lead again for St. Agnes. Yeah, I think the zone has something to do with that. St. Agnes being a little more cautious, passing it around.
I think both teams are handling it well. Being patient, looking for good shots.
Monty Lloyd called for the foul in the lane. 3rd team foul on St. Agnes. First on Lloyd. 4th team foul, excuse me. It'll be a pass in for Steve Jonas. Westbrook Walnut Grove Chargers. Bates comes off a screen by Burns. Tough shot. Can't get it. Tipped out. Burns tipped it off of Lloyd. It will stay with the Chargers. Trying to sneak one in there to Eichner. And Lester Jackson comes up the floor with it. Right to the basket. Missed the shot. Burns saves it over to Phelps. LeBoudelier brings it into the front court. DeBates from way outside. He got it.
He is hot today.
13 points for Jeff DeBates. And that was a much-needed basket for Westbrook Walnut Grove. They're still down 4. Corner jumper taken, missed by Lloyd. Coming loose in the lane. Eichner comes out of there. LeBoudelier finds Burns on the wing. And ruled to go off of Lloyd, out of bounds. Pass in again for the Chargers. Couple of substitutions for St. Agnes. Taylor back in along with Phipps. Shar Davis comes out of the game with Craig Vaughn. DeBates clears it way out for LeBoudelier. Got 3 3-pointers already, number 12, Jeff DeBates. Now LeBoudelier tries from way out. St. Agnes back up the floor with Marlon McCoy. Taylor pulls up. Eichner trying not to travel, but didn't make it. He put that one hand on the floor and was kind of walking along. And the violation turns it back to St. Agnes. .350 to go in the first half. St. Agnes by 4. The winner to join Morris in the Class A championship tomorrow at 1:30. Remember, only the championship games will be carried tomorrow at 1:30 and 7:30. Third place games will start 2 hours earlier here at the Civic Center. McCoy misses the long jumper. The Boudelier ahead for Eichner. He couldn't handle it. It's a little too tall. And we'll get a timeout. 3:31 to play in the half. Aggies by 4 at the 1994 Minnesota State High School Boys Basketball Tournament. St. Agnes by 4. Dick Gazzoni sends the troops back out onto the floor. It will be St. Agnes ball. Steve Jernis on the bench for Westbrook Walnut Grove. Runners up 3 years ago in the Class A championship.
Deep in thought.
McCoy and Juan Taylor sneaks it into Phipps. Phipps clears it on the wing to McCoy. Got a good look that time, but missed it. Gonna call LeBoudelier, I think, for shoving out. No. Gonna go the other way. Kamani Lloyd gets the foul. 5th Aggie foul. Second personal foul on Lloyd. Up they come again against that St. Agnes zone now. Bates tried to get it to Burns and a little too hard in there. Burns was trying to pass it all in one motion, I think, and couldn't hang out of the ball. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. St. Agnes by 4. Well, 3-point shots attempted in this game. St. Agnes 2 for 7. And Westbrook Walnut is 4 for 12. Foul. It'll be Eichner, I think. Or is it Burns? Whoever it is, it's McCoy that will go to the foul line. Burns picks up the foul, his second.
McCoy surpassed the 1,000 mark this year.
The ball had a look inside the hole and came back out. He missed the second one as well. Well, it's still stuck on a 4-point lead for St. Agnes. 2:38 to go, first half and counting. Boudelier looking for ways to get a good look at the basket against this zone. In the middle of Eichner and back out.
They've got Eichner running the low and high post, and that's an effective way. Good ball reversal there. That's the kind of shot they want. They just want it to fall.
St. Agnes quick to the board again and up the floor for McCoy. His shot comes out. Both teams shooting in tough luck right now. Phipps on the board. Lester Jackson. And it counts. Eichner picks up the foul.
Well, both teams struggling here, and I could have watched Morris earlier. They pretty much gave a clinic on how to use the backboard on their shooting, and on both ends here, these teams are struggling, not getting the ball up high enough off that upper corner of the square.
Lester Jackson completes the three-point play. It's a 7-point cushion now for St. Agnes.
St. Agnes kind of looks like the Bulls out there with their red and black in there. The Aggies on their shorts.
That looks a lot like the Bulls insignia there, doesn't it?
Yeah, doesn't it?
They might have borrowed that from the Aggies, too. Baudelaire way short on that three. Off the leg of one of the Chargers. Really a game of spurts here. St. Agnes roaring out 11-0. And the Chargers doing everything right, coming back to eventually take a lead of 18-15. And since that time, it's been pretty much St. Agnes 13-3. Eichner knifes in front there and gets in the passing lane. Baudelaire. Phelps to Bates. Get thrown back at him there by Taylor. McCoy again on the run. Tough pass to get through there. Oh, and they call Lloyd for traveling.
Well, not really his fault either. The pass shouldn't have been thrown with all that traffic. McCoy should have just taken it himself, or else, you know, again, pull it out and set up your offense. A lot of players forget about the secondary break. They always want to score on the initial fast break, and if you have a secondary break, you can hit one of the trailers, and you control it, you can still get a lot of scoring opportunities there.